Okay, so one thing for me that's coming clear with an EV life is that you stop really charging the car, and it's more about filling up whenever you have the chance. And then also there's all these myths then popping up. Can you fill over 80%? When is it slowing down? And maybe I'll give you a glimpse of that as well. Today we're at Bellville Civic Centre, and yes, filling up, it's a Tuesday. And then topping up again Wednesday, and then Thursday hitting the road, doing a Kleinmond trip, maybe even Hermanus, sleeping over, having a braai. And it's not costing much, so you don't have to think about cost at all really. With the fuel, you just care about topping up the whole time. So the last percentage might take 7 minutes, maybe a bit more. So at this stage I'll be tempted, if the time goes up, I might just stop it rather. But pretty much we are 100%, so we just have to top up the rest of the week to keep it there. And that is getting the vehicle ready. Also on the side of the maps and the distances, we will go check it out. It's about 100 k's, 110, 120 kilometers to Kleinmond. But we'll also do more driving around town. So round trip about 250 kilometers. Okay, so I'm intentionally packing very loosely, not overthinking too much, just to show that for a family of 4 with 2 kids even, a small SUV is fine. Final top up, picking up Henry from school, then it's go time. Of course we picked Henry up from school, and it was smooth sailing to the penguins at Betty's Bay. That was our first stop, and it was really fun just to have a look at this really nice nature reserve. Okay, so the previous one, yes, if you drove this far, you have to sometimes also do extra things. That's why we went to watch the penguins, Henry's first penguin, so he will never remember it, but we will always remember it. Okay, so there's our cottages for one night only. It can be a day trip, but we decided not to make it a day trip because we've got the little ones. Okay, so yes, of course it can be a day trip, and kilometer wise I have to check still where we're at, but we'll have a better idea by early tomorrow, but hopefully it went well with the range so far. All the day trips we're starting to do now because we have an EV and we're saving all the petrol. Background, that's the cottage and the other cottages, and just going to swing around the camera to show you what we're going to look at tonight if we braai. And that's what we're going to look at. Beautiful mountain range. Okay, so I got everything I needed at Super Spa Kleinmond. So we continue tomorrow with our day. So it's a 24-hour trip, and just settling in now. It's nice and dark in the background, as you can see, and having a nice braai. Things currently still pretty much stress-free. We still have 222 range, and we only have done 120 kilometers. Everything is nice and easy, simple this time round, but we'll have to see if it stays that way. Day 2, Kleinmond, relatively close to Hermanus, and we have more than enough range left at this stage. Remember, we have the Atto 3 standard, so we only have a 50 kilowatt hour battery. Many of you will hopefully have even more, and some of you might have the Dolphin Surge with 40 kilowatt hour, but then you probably have better range than the Atto 3. So currently I'm working on a 250 kilometer range if you want to do your maths on your model car. We've noticed a couple of Geelys on the road as well. E2s, awesome to see them. And yes, EVs are hitting the road. That's the Sea Shack, waiting for our braking. Love these midweek travels, then the place belongs to you. Of course, very important, the kids must also have fun on these trips, right? That was just a quick pit stop. We really wanted to get to the beach, and here we at Palmit Beach, next to the nature reserve. Awesome place. There's little ones' footprints in the sand as well, and we had a lot of fun spending the time in the sun. It's winter, but the weather was great for us today. Ready to go back to Cape Town after our trip. still going really well. One of the easier trips. The range is probably perfect for us going to Kleinmond on our Atto 3 standard. Okay, that was a really good trip to Kleinmond. It was about 250 kilometers round trip, actually less, about 220 kilometers, and we didn't travel as far as between. So why was it a good trip? Well, probably for number one for most of us, a lot of range anxiety, and then it was just nice and easy. And for me too, coming back even, it's a nice sunny day, and we can charge again for the next trip from the solar. And then a lot of people might also want to know, it was pretty much free because of solar, free charging. So yes, round trip in a petrol ICE vehicle would have probably been 500 rands for that. Well, with this car, it was free. So yes, topping up for the next trip. Please leave a lot of comments, tell me about your trips, and I will try to get more comments going. But this was a good trip. Previous one was touch and go. This one, straightforward, easy.